I need to finish Junie.
The twist is very free to coded.
These are the books.
It's a lot to really navigate for me right now. Birthday to you.
Good morning, y'all. So welcome back to another vlog. So by now this is what, like week 3 of us doing the thing, so very proud of us. But yeah, so this is week 3 of vlogging, and I just want to welcome anyone that is new or anyone that is returning from watching me previously. Welcome. My name is Carice. I am now doing bookish things and also sharing a little bit of my life here and there. So yeah, welcome. But yeah, I woke up this morning, y'all, and I did the things, brushed my teeth, all of that, and I was like, what am I gonna, like, what is this vlog gonna be? Like, I don't know what it's gonna be, because what I'm trying to also do is like I kind of write down in my notes like it's not a storyboard per se, but it's like, okay, how does your week look? What are you going to be filming this week? So for this week, I know for a fact today I have my cousin's birthday dinner to attend, and then the rest of the week, I kid you not, I don't know what we're gonna get into, but it is the end of June, so we're probably gonna talk about the rest of the books that I read in June, and also kind of talk about like my July TBR, because I have like 4 books that I'm gonna looking forward to reading in July. So that's probably what we're gonna do. I'm still, y'all, it's the end of July, it's the end of June, and I need to finish Junie for the book club. It's literally, I have literally 3 days to finish Junie, and I'm trying. I have this much left. Have that much left. I can literally pop in my headphones and sit and read for the next maybe 4. I probably won't read for like 4 hours straight, and that's how much time the audiobook has left. So I probably should just pop in my headphones and just listen to the audiobook for the rest of the day until it's time for me to get ready for the dinner. But it's just, I don't know, like I'm not in the mood to read right now. I'm in the mood to watch vlogs. So that is my dilemma. It's like, do I dedicate an hour today to reading Junie, and then like just keep dedicating like an hour or 2 until I get through the book on June 30th? Because again, we have only, as a matter of fact, today is the 28th. So technically I have today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. I work Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's either it's either I read for like 2 hours of the 5 that I have, and then watch vlogs for the rest of the time, or I just watch vlogs and just push it till tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just gonna continue to watch vlogs, and then if I do get the spark or the energy, then I will pick up Junie and continue. We gonna see. Wow. Yeah, I'm on chapter 16 of Junie, and we have already met. We have met Caleb. We met Caleb like a while a few chapters ago, and I love Caleb. I don't know. I just love him. I love him. I love how I love him and Junie's banter. Like it's so nice. But yeah, I'm on chapter 16, and we're at a point in the story now where Junie is kind of having an internal battle with herself, because again, without spoiling anything, spoiling the book and what it's about, she, of course, this is Alabama 1860, so she works in the house. She works in the house on the plant and on the Belrin plantation, and she takes care of the daughter of the plantation owners. So her and the daughter are really close. The daughter's name is Violet. Her and the daughter are really close. They grew up together, pretty much playing together. So when they did become at, like, I guess, older, Junie was able to be Violet's maid, essentially. So yeah, so any which way, I don't think it says it on the back of the book. Yeah, it does say it. Basically, some guests arrive at Belrin to marry, with the intention of, hinting at marrying Violet or whatever, or the parents are hinting at marrying Violet off. So Junie is like grappled with this. She's going back and forth with certain things, because she's like, okay, if Violet marries, which this I don't think is a huge spoiler, honestly. But yeah, it's like if Violet marries, then that is putting Junie's life in jeopardy, essentially. But then she's grappling with, like, okay, if Violet doesn't marry, then I won't be able to get this thing that I'm now wanting. So it's like, and you'll find out like what that feeling and thing is that she does want, and why she's like going between the two. And then also Minnie is her sister who passed away, and she's seeing Minnie's ghost. So it's like there's just so much going on for Junie, and I'm sitting here like, my God, like what? Like, there's so much going on for Junie, like, in her mind, and I can't imagine, because I think I've been there before, where it's like you're grappling with all these different decisions and grappling with all these different things. So like, I completely understand her position right now, because it's like, okay, I want this one thing, but I also don't want to lose this thing, So yeah, enjoying it so far. I don't know, like, I had a timer on. I had a timer on for this morning for when I have 3 hours and 45 minutes until I have to start getting ready for the dinner. So I know I told y'all earlier that I'm probably not gonna spend the entire, I think it was like 5 hours. I said I had entire 5 hours reading, but Junie, it just got so good to the point where, like, I don't think I could just close the book and go back to watching a vlog or listening to music or whatever. Like, I'm in it now. So I'm gonna get back to reading. We'll see how much I can get done. Like I said, I'm on chapter 16. This is probably halfway. Like, if I do the book like this, yeah, I'm probably like halfway by this point. So I'm just gonna continue, because the story is really getting good. I'm loving Junie and Caleb's banter, and the deeper I get into the story, the more I'm like understanding Junie and understanding, why she's feeling the way she's feeling. So yeah, we're gonna just continue reading, and I'll pick y'all back up most likely when I'm getting ready to go to the dinner. I don't think I'm gonna pick y'all back up with another update for the book, because by that time, depending, because again, I change my mind so frequently. So who knows, girl, I might turn this camera off and read a chapter and be like, all right, boom, I'm gonna go watch a vlog. Like, my brain is like that. Like, it literally will go all over the place. But we're gonna lock back in with Junie, because again, we need to finish this book in the next 2 days at this point. So bye. there's a glare, but we are dressed and ready to go. Yeah, and it's another dress. Let me show y'all my outfit. I am kind of in a rush because I think we probably gonna be late. I don't know, we gonna see. But this is the outfit. It's another dress from the same, I think it's the same collection from Target. And of course I'm sweating already. I literally look like I've been outside for like 5 hours already. Ugh. But yeah, this is because I did my makeup with the blinds open, so like the heat is coming in, and I legit look like I have been outside for 5 hours. Wow. What is this? What is this? Don't know what that was, but yeah, I legit look like I've been outside for 5 hours. Oh my gosh. I have this little puff thing that I've been using to kind of just blot my face, but I also have these, like, what is it? It's like this oil of, let me show y'all. I have these also, but child, I don't know. We're gonna see if it works, because I literally look like a grease ball right now. I feel like maybe you shouldn't use these when you just do your makeup. That's not the point of it. The point of these is probably like after you've had your makeup on for a long time, and not when you just put your makeup on. I mean, nevertheless, I'm gonna bring it just in case. Yeah, anywho, I am gonna head out now, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. back home from Carbone. It was good. It was a good experience. The service, at least our waiter, was really nice, and the service was good. It's cute on the inside, and of course, like, it's Miami, you know, very, very, very fancy. But it was good. I got to eat. I got this spicy, I think the spicy rigatoni pasta, and I think my cousin and I got the spicy rigatoni pasta, and our friend got the lobster something. It was lobster something. And then I had wine. What else did we have? We had oysters. They give you complimentary, like, bread and cheese and something else. all of that was good. I think it's like cauliflower, like pickled onions with cauliflower or something like that. And then the dessert was the lemon cheesecake, and then the ginger, it's like a carrot cake with ginger ice cream or something like that, they said. But all in all, it was a great experience. It was good. And I'm back home. So I'm tired. I am tired, but I don't think I'm tired enough to where when I take this makeup off and go lay in the bed, I'll be able to fall asleep. So what I'm gonna have to do is take some ZzzQuil, because yeah, I don't think that I'm tired enough to just immediately fall asleep when I get in the bed. So I think I'm gonna take the ZzzQuil before I take my makeup off. Yeah, so now that's working in my system, I'm gonna go take this makeup off and get myself ready for bed, and I'll see y'all in a bit. Hey y'all, so it is very late, very late. It's probably like almost 1 a.m. and I just got back from my cousin's house, and we were over there, we were just chopping it up about books and life and all that. And then she ended up doing a huge unhaul of some of her books that she read, or that she read and just didn't really want them on her shelves anymore. So typically, I think I told y'all in my previous vlog that my Pango shop is a combination of books from my library and from her library. So they're not all like, all these books are not all mine. So, and then sometimes, because I think sometimes like on my Pango there'll be like a book that's uploaded like twice. It's like it's one from my shelf and one from her shelf. So yeah, but these are the books. Oh my god, these are the books that she unhauled. This isn't all of them, because as I was uploading these books to the Pango shop, people were ordering the books. Or so I have 3 orders actually to ship out. I'm probably gonna ship it out tomorrow, just because I think 4th of July is the post office probably gonna be closed on 4th of July, and Sunday is not open. So, and I don't want to wait. I don't think I want to wait till Monday. So I'm most likely gonna ship the books out tomorrow. But yeah, those I need to add to the Libib, because I have a folder in my Libib that is for my Pango shop. So I need to add them to the Libib, but when we tried to upload them to Libib was down. I think it gave us like an error, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so somebody ordered, I have an order of 1 book, I have an order of 4 books, and I have an order of 8 books. Very grateful for that. So somebody bought these 4 books, 2 John Mars. I made this into a bundle on my Pango, and then Abby Jimenez, and then The Butcher. And then someone else purchased 8 books actually. So 8 books. So they purchased pretty much all of they purchased, what's this? I think it's 2 Charlie Donnelly, the Noel Eileys, This Woman in the Window, Kill for Me, Kill for You, which I read. Which one is this one? The Query Girls, and then this this book here. So they purchased 8 books, and I'm very grateful that I'm gonna have to go to a store tomorrow to get boxes. And because the other person that purchased like the 1 book, that I can just pack it into one of my poly mailers, but for the 4 books and the 8 books, I'm most likely gonna need a box. So tomorrow we'll see if I'm in the mood tomorrow to go and like leave the house to go get that stuff, or if I'll wait till Monday to ship it out. But I really don't. I like to ship out my Pango orders as soon as possible, just because so far I haven't had a situation. Well, I've only had, when I first started my Pango, I uploaded a book and I didn't know I was going to get a sale so quickly. Someone purchased the book and I was out of town. And unfortunately, I couldn't ship the book until I came back from out of town. So it was just like, you know, but the buyer, she understood, and she was very sweet. So that was my only time that I took over a week to ship a book. But ever since then, girl, I've been shipping these books out. Okay, so that's why I might just have to push through tomorrow morning when I get up to go and get the boxes, and just pack them up and ship them right then and there. We'll see. But yeah, it is very late, and I took the let me focus. My cousin had some. I took some the Let Me Focus, and I'm honed in right now. So I'm probably gonna watch some vlogs, and since I'm this focused right now, I'm probably gonna just try to knock out all the vlogs I have in my watch later. And because I don't work tomorrow, I don't have anything to do tomorrow. I'm probably going back to my cousin's house in the evening tomorrow. So in the daytime, I'll probably just chill, and yeah, in the daytime I'll probably just chill and go get the boxes and ship out the orders and stuff. And yeah, try to enjoy my last day before I literally work. So yeah, I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Which I was trying to do that, but I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye. Hey y'all, good morning. So I did go to Target. I did decide to get up and get out the house and not be a lazy girl and roll around in my feelings. So I decided to get up early, come to Target, and get the boxes for the Pango orders that I showed y'all last night. So I had one of the Pango girlies tell me that I think she said the post offices were going to be closed till Monday, but I think the post office in my area is operating today. So what I'm going to do is pack up. I brought the books with me, and I bought the boxes from Target. What I'm going to do is pack up the orders here in my car and just go and ship it, because the post office is right down the street. So, well, it's not right down the street from the Target, but it's like close to the Target. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm hoping, because I passed by, I made sure, I don't, this is supposed to clip on your thing, but I don't even know if it's catching my voice. But I passed by intentionally. I drove that way intentionally to see if there were any cars in the parking lot. There were cars in the parking lot, so I'm hoping that when I go back, because it's now 11 o'clock, so I'm not sure if they're on like a we're gonna close early type of thing. So when I drove past, there were cars. So I'm gonna hope that once I package these orders and go to the post office, that they're still in operation. So yeah, let's I'm a girl, it's so much going on in this front seat right now. So much. So I got a medium sized box for the books for the order with the 8 books. Hopefully that fits, because I know I had an order with 6 books before, and they did fit. So, and luckily I'm still in the Target parking lot. So if it doesn't fit and I need to go inside and get another size, then I will. And then I have an order for 4 books, so I purchased a small box, which should work. And then I have the other order already packaged from my house, which is I just use my black poly mailers. So yeah, let's package these orders. Okay, y'all, so I couldn't prop y'all up at a nice angle in the car, so I just decided to do this on my own, and then I'll show y'all afterwards. So this is the first box. This is the box with the 4 books. I did end up getting hold on now. I did end up getting some bubble wrap as well, because in the previous order that had 6 books, I only put the books in there, and then that was it. Like, I didn't have anything protecting the books, which I felt really bad about. But that was my first time having such a big order. So hopefully her books made it there in one piece. But this is the first box with the 4 books. I definitely feel like I did a better job at putting this box together, like, bubble wrapping it all and putting the bookmarks in there, and the the stickers, and then these party things from Target as well. This is the second box. So
This box, I'm gonna put bubble wrap on top. So there's bubble wrap on the bottom, and then there's bubble wrap that I'm gonna put on top. And then I did the same thing I did with this one. I just put, the streamer things and then the bookmarks and the stickers all over. So I really do hope that their books make it to them in one piece, and I really do hope that the post office is open, because I really wouldn't want to wait until Monday to ship these orders off. So yeah, let's go to the post office and see if they are open. We are off to the post office, and let's talk The Coworker while we drive to the post office. So I'm about basically 80% through The Coworker at this point now. Frida has dropped the bomb. Frida has told us what the twist is. Frida has done what Frida does best, right? So yeah, we're basically at the part where the twist came, and I think it's so funny that I think it's so funny that when the twist came, I just didn't, there was no shock, because again, this is Frida. So there was no like, oh my gosh, like, it was kind of like, yeah, I kind of expected that. So yeah, when the twist came, it was no really a huge shocker or anything like that. Then when the next twist came, because it was like two twists, I believe. Yeah. So then the next twist came, and I was just like, yeah, kind of figured that. So, honest, is that thunder or is that's thunder? Oh my gosh, I need to get to the house. But yeah, there was no like really huge like shocker. Again, if this was my first book ever, first thriller ever, yes, I probably would be shocked. Like if I was a new reader, like a very, very brand spanking new reader that hasn't read any type of thrillers before, I haven't, dabbled in anything, then yes, this would be the twist would be shocking. So I don't want to sit here and say, oh, it's Frida, and nah, you wouldn't be shocked, because if I was a new reader, I kid you not, my jaw would have probably been on the floor, because I wouldn't know going into it, I wouldn't know what to expect, because I wouldn't have read a Frida book before. So yeah, if you have read Frida McFadden, if you've read her entire catalog, and you kind of know what to expect with her, and you kind of predict certain things, but nevertheless it's always entertaining. So overall, like I said, I think I told y'all this in I think it's this vlog or the last vlog, that we're following the FMC, that she works at a company with another person. Well, they work for a company, and like her coworker goes missing. So now she's like trying to find this coworker, and then she went to the coworker's house to try to see if she can find her or something. And then she discovered something, she discovered something that was just kind of odd. So from there, now we're just trying to figure out what happened to the coworker. And now, detectives are, well, a detective is involved, because I don't know why it's just this one detective that's involved. I feel like if if you're investigating something, aren't you with like a team? But okay, I digress. But anyways, yeah, so you're following, the story as they're trying to figure out, well, where the heck is this girl, or where the heck is this woman? And then again, we get to the twist. The twist is very Frida coded. The second twist is very Frida coded. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish it out. I might just is this where I turned? There are people in the parking lot. Let me see. This lady's about to go in there. Let me see if she opens the door, if it opens. Oh, it opens. So the post office is open, y'all. And it's nobody really here. So that means that I should be able to get in and out. Yes. Or at least I hope it's open. It's really scarce in this parking lot. But any which way, basically, I'm gonna finish it out. I want to say that I might I have about 80% through. So I should be able to finish it out throughout. Like I should be able to finish it out after this. What I was debating on is after this, if I'm going to just go home, or if I'm gonna go get like some food or something. Well, not get some food, but get like a coffee or something. I was thinking about picking up a Bloom from Target, but Bloom, girl, every time I drink a Bloom, I it's bathroom immediately. So I decided on against that, just because I didn't want to have any mishaps out on the road. So I'm probably just gonna go home or just pick up a coffee and then go home, because I do kind of want to enjoy my day, because again, after today, it's literally work, 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 work until like the later part of next week. So I really do want to enjoy this day. And I don't know, I'm also trying to like, because it's the holiday weekend, and typically I think for me, like I told y'all before, like evenings, weekends, and then also holidays are kind of like a little bit harder. Like it's harder. I don't know. It's like it's just I get a little bit more sad around this time, like grief wise. Like I get a little bit more sad around times like this, when like people, when people are getting together and being around family and all these things. So it just it's a lot to really navigate for me right now. So I do think that's why I've been kind of like down for the last couple of days, is because it's the holiday weekend, and typically on like a holiday weekend, I would be around, like, I would be doing things with people that are not like around anymore. So it's just kind of difficult to navigate in a sense. Little bit difficult to navigate in a sense. So I'm just trying to make myself just be busy. I mean, I do work this weekend, so that'll help. But I'm just gonna try to make myself feel better in a sense. But yeah, let me stop yapping and go ship these people's orders off, okay?
Hey y'all, so this is several weeks later in this particular vlog. Because not that I forgot about the vlog, because I knew, am I ashy on my lip? Hold on. Oh well. Yeah, it's not that I forgot about this particular vlog, it's just that I filmed a TBR video and I wanted that TBR video to go up before this vlog came out. So this particular vlog started in June, the end of June, because I remember reading, oh Lord, I think I was trying to finish Junie in that particular vlog. So I realized as I was editing that I never came back to kind of talk about, and at the time that I filmed that, I don't think I was even finished with these books. And I remember in my first video I said that I won't be doing wrap-ups. I won't be doing like a singular video of a wrap-up, but I think I changed my mind. I think I'm actually gonna do a wrap-up video, just because it'll probably keep me a little bit more organized, and if I'm being honest, because right now I'm like all over. Okay, hold on, because this bag is pissing me off. Why are you moving? So yeah, I remember I told y'all that I won't be doing wrap-ups, but I think I did change my mind. I think I am gonna actually do wrap-ups, just because it'll keep me organized. We'll see how that goes, just because, yeah, I think as of right now I'll just start doing wrap-ups, just because it'll probably just keep me a little bit more organized with knowing all the books that I'm like, knowing that I've touched on all the books throughout throughout my time, because I also don't think I'm gonna be solely focused on vlogging per se, because as I was planning out content, I realized, I'm like, girl, who's to say that you're gonna want to pick up the camera to vlog every single week, so I am gonna just, for now, I'm gonna dedicate one day out of a particular, and also just so that I will have so I'll have a breathing room, to be honest, because a wrap-up is a sit-down video, right? I know for a fact I won't be doing a TBR video, because I mentioned, y'all, I don't think y'all noticed yet. I don't think I talked about what I'm about to talk about until the next vlog that's coming out. But I don't think I'll be doing like TBR videos, just because I'm going based off like a mood. So I made like a mood list, and I want to say, y'all, I don't remember. I have to edit to see like if I really talked about the mood list in this vlog or the next vlog. But if not, if I didn't talk about it in this vlog, you'll hear about it in the next vlog. But with that being said, I'm going off of a mood. So right now it's summertime, so I'm kind of looking for like fluffy, fun, summery vibes. And also too, it doesn't have to be because of the season, it's truly just what I'm feeling at the moment. So my TBR cart is just strictly whatever mood I'm feeling at the moment. So it might change, it might, so it just it switches around. So that's what I'm saying, I'm doing mood lists. So I probably won't do like dedicated TBR videos anymore. Well, not anymore, but like ever. But you never say never, because here I am talking about doing wrap-ups. Anyways, this is long-winded for no reason. I'm so sorry, but yes, I will probably be doing wrap-ups. So now, speaking of wrap-ups, to wrap this vlog completely up, because I want to post it and get it out the way, because again, it's been sitting since June, so I kind of want to get it there. We're in the middle of July at this point, so I need to get it out. Where's my phone? So I talked about, I'm gonna put the books on the screen that I've talked about already. That was in my very first video, my very first video, and I'll try to like link the card or something here, so that if you need any reference as far as like the books I read, I put those in the description box as far as the books I read. You can go back to that video and watch what I have to say about those books. And this particular video, is it this video? Or the video after the first, so my second video, I talked about Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson, so you can also watch that video if you want to hear my thoughts on Grown. The books I'm specifically focusing on, it's 4 books that I've mentioned, but I don't think I did I didn't go through what the books were about and all of that. So that's why I think it would be great for me to do wrap-ups, just because I will keep myself organized and know that, hey, even if you didn't touch on this book in a vlog, you touching on it in a wrap-up. So the first book that we'll discuss is The Locked Door by Frida McFadden. So that book, I know I talked about that book a little bit in my first video, because I was in the middle of reading that book. So in that book, you're following Nora, and I'm gonna read the synopsis and then kind of give you my thoughts. So, some doors are locked for a reason. When 11-year-old Nora Davis was up in her bedroom doing homework, she had no idea her father was killing women in the basement until the day, wow, punctuations, Carice, in the basement, period, until the day the police arrived at their front door. Decades later, Nora's father is spending his life behind bars, and Nora is a successful surgeon with a quiet, solitary existence. Nobody knows her father was a notorious serial killer, and she intends to keep it that way. Then Nora discovers one of her young female patients has been murdered in the same unique and horrific manner that her father used to kill his victims. Somebody knows who Nora is. Somebody wants her to take the fall for this unthinkable crime, but she's not a killer like her father. The police can't pin anything on her as long as they don't look in her basement. If I'm being honest with you guys, I don't remember anything about this book. I don't remember anything about this book. I think I remember listening to this book while I was doing stuff, because that's what I typically do with Frida, is I listen to Frida while I'm doing stuff, busy. Yeah, I don't just sit down and pop Frida's book open with, an immersive read of Frida. No. So I'll be very honest, I cannot really remember my thoughts or anything. But I do remember that we were following somebody named Nora, and I remember I think I said in my last video, like, she was a physician. Yeah, I really do apologize. I really apologize. I don't remember anything that stood out to me, rather, about this book. But I know that I definitely sold that book on my Pango, just because, again, hell, I can't remember nothing about the book, so yeah, probably didn't like it. Next book that I read was actually a graphic novel. This was my first graphic novel, and I picked this up because of Kayla's Bookish Vibes. She mentioned that she read it, and I was like, that's very unique. Like, that's unique for me, just because I've never read a graphic novel. I didn't grow up, again, reading heavily, so I wasn't really into like picture books or anything like that. So I didn't know what to expect going into it, just because, like, I've never read a graphic novel. So I borrowed it from the library, and I don't know, like, this probably one of those that I want to own the physical copy. It's probably one of those that I'll probably like go back to, because it was just so, like, I don't know, it was just interesting. And then there was a particular part in there, one of the female main characters is a social worker, so I connected to her in that sense, because I'm also a social worker. And you know what she was talking to her friend about, she was pretty much saying like, you know, she felt like she went to school, got this degree, and now she doesn't really know what else to do because she's so burnt out, you know. So, and I felt that because I share the same sentiment. It's like you go to school, you go get this degree, and you do the work for a few years and you get burnt out, and now you're like, well, what's next? Because it can't be like, this can't be it. So that's, I shared the same sentiments with that female main character. So it's a group of four friends, girl, is it four friends? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's four women, four women. You're following Kim, Tanisha, Davine, and Cookie, and they're all going through their own, you know, story. So let me see if I can, I don't really remember who's who, but let me try to, yeah. So through 5 connected short story comics that follow these young women through the ups and downs of their daily lives in the Bronx. So the book takes its title from the wash day experience shared by Black women everywhere of setting aside all plans and responsibilities for a full day of washing, conditioning, and nourishing their hair. Each short story uses hair routines as a window into these 4 characters' everyday lives and how they care for each other. So yeah, so you're following these 4 young women, as of course it's called Wash Day Diary. So like you're gonna hear about, you know, their hair, you're gonna hear them talk about hair and doing hair, but they're also it's such a short story, but there was so much packed into it. Like they're talking about, you know, that the Black experience with hair, but they're also getting into like their lives. Like one of them talked about, you know, their career. One of them was talking like, one of them was exploring a family relationship. One was exploring dating relationships. What was the other girl? I forget. I forget what the other female main character had going on. But 4 young women, the Black experience when it comes to hair, and it was phenomenal. And I want to own the physical copy because the cover is just so pretty, and I do want to, this is a book that I know I'll probably read again and again and again, just because again it's a graphic novel, so it's not like I'm sitting down, you know, reading a whole book. So I would like to own that. I would like to put that on my shelf to just pull out, to just, yeah, just to pull out. Simply More by Cynthia Erivo. I know I talked a little bit about this book in my second vlog, and this is Cynthia Erivo's memoir. And I remember saying in that vlog that this didn't give memoir to me, and that's not a bad thing. It more so gave self-reflection. I don't want to say self-help, but like self-reflection. What are some other words I'm looking for? I don't really know at the moment, but yeah, it mainly gave like self-reflection. So in the book, she's talking about her experience, and you know, she's sharing her experiences, especially as a Black woman, but she's also challenging you as the reader to ask yourself certain questions about yourself, and for you to reflect. So for me, I told myself, because again, I listened to this book, and I think it was a 4-hour audiobook. I listened to it, but I know for a fact I'm probably gonna have to, not have to, but I'm probably gonna wanna tap back into it, sitting down, highlighting, because I only have like one highlighting tab in there, because that quote in itself had got me. I was like, yeah, I gotta highlight this. But I want to sit down and actually like go through the questions that she asks. I think she asked them either the end of the chapter or in the middle of the chapter. She asks these questions. I want to go through and kind of like do journal prompts for those, just because I've never been into journaling like that. But I do sometimes, like if I'm going through something or whatever, I go on the journal app on my phone and just type something. So, but I do want to go back to Cynthia's book and really get into it and highlight the questions and ask myself these questions, because she was really asking some good questions. So yeah, that book I enjoyed a lot. The last book we're going to talk about, because we talked about Grown in the last vlog. The last book we're going to talk about is Junie. So Junie was, again, a book club book, and I took basically, I think Junie was the second half of the month for the book club, and I took up until, when did I finish Junie? Yeah, I took until the last day to read Junie. I will say that it shouldn't have taken me that long, and but I'm glad it did. The reason it took me so long is because I wanted to sit down and actually put eyes to paper with Junie. And that's typically how I am for most, like, historical fictions, some romances, what else? Literary fiction. That's how I am. Like, I kind of want to put eyes to paper, because I feel like me listening to it, I feel I'm gonna miss certain things if I'm just listening to it, because if I'm listening to a book, I'm typically doing something. So I didn't want to do that with Junie, so I ended up taking longer than usual to finish Junie. But my oh my, am I glad I read Junie. Junie is now part of one of my Junie is a part of one of my favorite books at the moment. Yeah, so of course we're following Junie in this book, and Junie is on the Belrin plantation with her family, and Junie is the I don't want to say this wrong, the housekeeper. Junie works in the house. Junie works in the house at the Belrin plantation. She's close with a young lady named Violet. They grew up, you know, playing together and stuff. So Junie helps Violet with most of her daily things. And also this is 1860 Alabama as well. So yeah, so one day Junie, I'm trying to think, because I don't want to like spoil anything and I don't want to misspeak, but I also want to get better at talking about the books without having to like reread the synopsis, because that's one of my like truth moment here. That's one of like my insecurities when it comes to like being in the book community. It's like I feel like I jumble my words a lot, and I don't share all of what's going on, or like how the book made me feel. Like I'm still getting used to kind of talking about a book with other, like talking about a book in front of a camera and not with just my cousin or, you know, somebody else in my inner circle. So yeah, so Junie is on the Belrin plantation, and one day these people show up to pretty much, I think they were trying to buy the land. I don't really remember how it goes, to be honest with you, but something was going on. Some people showed up to have conversations with the owners of that particular plantation, and of course I think the mom or the dad, whoever, somebody wanted, you know, they wanted some money, I believe, and they, oh my gosh, they wanted money. So I think they were trying to marry Violet off to this more affluent, wealthier family or whatnot. I will say that I think what I'm about to say is a spoiler, so I'm not going to say that. But any which way, when you get into the story of Junie, there's so much more to it. At the end of it, I was like, why did it take me so long to read this book? Just because in the middle of it, I was like, okay, what's going on? Like, what's happening? But it's exciting. I said it's exciting. Well, yeah, it was exciting to me in a sense of the story wasn't boring. That's what I mean. Like, because again, this is 1860 Alabama. This is slavery time. Like, this ain't nothing exciting about slavery. But yes, so the story itself was exciting for me because it wasn't boring. Junie, there's a male character in here named Caleb, around the same age as Junie. Their banter is great. I love Caleb. I love Caleb. I love their relationship. Yeah, love their relationship. I just love how the author was able to write a story that wasn't so, because when we hear like 1860 Alabama, or when we have historical fiction, you know, or historical fiction that is during that time, you know, it's kind of like sometimes it's a little brutal, you know, when you're talking about like the that time. When you're talking about that time, it's brutal. Now there were some elements in there that I would say read, if there are trigger warnings, read your trigger warnings for that book, because there are some topics and some stuff that comes up on page within that book that might trigger somebody. So yeah, I will say just go into it knowing that it's not just, you know, like it's not that she doesn't touch on the brutality of slavery. It's just it's not as heavily depicted in the story. But either which way, what am I trying to say? See, I'm yapping. But yeah, either which way, at the end of the story, I was able to sit down and really say, like, if I was still rating books, Junie would definitely be like a 4, like a 4 out of 5 for me if I was still rating books. Yeah, because it was good. It was good. And would I reread Junie? Maybe. I think that's my criteria for. I think that's my criteria for if I really love a book, is if I can see myself rereading that book. And I can see myself rereading Junie, because I want to say that I also probably missed a few things, but who knows. And then also I love when authors are able to, not able to, but I love when authors put in an author's note and share what their writing process was. And I believe that Erin Crosby did do that. I think she did put an author's note, and I think that's why I love the story even more, because if you leave an author's note and show me, and not show me, but tell me, okay, this was my process of writing, this is where this came from, this is where this came from, chef's kiss. I love the book even more, because I love to know an author's process. I love to know, well, okay, this character in the book is, you know, is loosely based off of this person or this character, you know, like I wrote this book. I love to know an author's writing process. Well, not writing process, but I love to know how this book came on the shelf. I love to know how this book became what it became. So yeah, so that was Junie, and I really hope I explained that in a way that would get somebody to want to read this book. But yeah, so anyways, that's pretty much all the books I've read in June. I showed y'all the ones from earlier, and yeah, I just wanted to come on here, wrap up this vlog, and send it off with a nice little bow. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.